we'll get to lyrics in a bit, but I wanted to start with chord progressions and music. So I call this brainstorming tool roll the dice. And what this is based on the concept of the circle of fifths. So most of you have seen the circle of fifths where it starts with C and then it goes up a fifth, up a fifth, up a fifth, and it goes around until it gets back to C. So a fifth above C is G, a fifth above G is D, and so on and so forth. Same with the minor, the relative minor of your scale. So the relative minor of the key of C is A minor, the fifth is E minor, and it continues there. But when you're thinking about usable chords, so chords that really can work within sort of the commercial songwriting realm, there's really 6 chords that are sort of standard and what will usually sound good. So those 6 chords are your root note, the chord to the left of it, which is the 4th, and then the chord to the right of it, which is the 5th. And then you have the 6th, the 2nd, and the 3rd. So you have 6 chords. How many sides does a dice have? It has 6 sides, right? So when you're rolling a dice, what you're doing is you're rolling Nashville numbers. So for those of you who have heard of the Nashville number system, the numbers correlate to a degree of the scale. So in the key of C, the 1 is the C, the 2 is the D minor, the 3 is the E minor, the 4 is the F, the 5 is the G, and then the 6 is the A minor within the key of C. So what is the roll the dice concept then? So roll the dice is really rolling a dice and then using that number to find the corresponding chord, and then doing that 4 times to get a 4 chord progression. And if you don't have an actual dice, you can actually Google dice roller, and you will get this where you can actually put 4 dice up there and then you can roll it. So here we now have a 4 chord progression that is a 5 5 3 2. So what you can do then is go to your instrument and play 5 5 3 2, which in C that would be G G E minor D minor. But I'm going to show you what that may sound like on hook pad. So that was, let me remember, it's 5 5 3 2, right? So 5 5 3 2. So then you have a progression. I'm going to just up the tempo a little bit here.
Can you repeat the site you're on now, please?
This is on hooktheory.com. It's their hook pad, I guess, app, you might call it. So this is what that chord progression would sound like. So one of the things you can do then with that is determine what emotion am I getting with that? What if you change the tempo? Does that change the feeling? So that's a great way to brainstorm chord progressions and just try things. And then with this program too, you can add the melody too. So let's just do some random. I'll just do pentatonic melody here. And I'm going to copy that. I'm going to do something different here. I'm just gonna pull this. And I have no idea what this is gonna sound like. I was just drawing these in. So that's a good way to, and you can do this just in your DAW or with your instrument, just play around with whatever chord progressions you have. Let's roll the dice again and try a different progression. I don't like the two chords together. Why is it doing? Oh, okay, so 5, 4, 5, 3. Let's do that one. So, and this structure, this melodic structure, is called sentence structure, where you have exposition, you repeat the exposition. So this is A, B, C. So you have exposition, repeat it, then you do a B section, which is something different, and then you do a cadence. So A, B, C, which if you want to learn more about melodies, I'm doing a whole melody workshop online retreat in March where we're going to be covering a lot of that stuff.